Okay, we're live. Let me know how you can hear me. Like if you can hear me well or not. And how's the speed? How's everything? Like I will be doing some testing because I had a new setup. Not so much for the computer, but for the internet. It's just it's going to take some time to get used to it. Let me see how's the frame rate. It look good. Um, so yeah, a lot of things have going on. Uh, so I moved back to China, and internet there is not very accessible. If you don't know it, it's very hard to connect to YouTube, Google, or any other kind of Western app, right? So um, it's been like 1 month or something since we started doing the setup. So it's just it's the first time I stream with this internet. I don't know how it goes, but if it doesn't go well, just let me know. Let me know in the comments. Hey, good evening. Yeah, it is night here. Like I know most of you are during the day. Um, but yeah, I'm for me it's 9 p.m. So yeah. Hello there. Yeah, Sweden should have a not so extreme time difference with China compared to America or anywhere in Latin America, South America, Central America, North America, all the Americas. So, we're having the we just this thing here. Uh, I just leave the desktop like that. Um, so we're trying out the new Unreal 5.3. It's been almost maybe like maybe 2 years since the tools released. It's so a lot of changes uh, have been going on recently. Um, when I start learning this, it was when I was working in Ubisoft. It should be like 2021 when the tools came out, and they were very how to say they were in beta, so they were not that great. But I saw the potential. That's why I invested a lot of time in learning these tools, and it took a while uh, to get used to it. And honestly, let's see if that was a good decision or not today, because it's been 2 years, and in 2 years, a lot of things can change. It's not so much about the tools itself. I think they do a lot of things. It's just about the user experience, how you feel them when you model something, and how many options you have, how user friendly it is. If you're like a Blender user, maybe you're used to having a lot of hotkeys, uh, a lot of stack modifiers and things like that. Uh, so Unreal may not be like the best tool to use to model. I believe this is about to change Especially there's been a lot of changes in uh, in many aspects of Unreal. Um, Animation can be done inside Unreal. Skinning now can be done inside Unreal. The rigging, and you see where you can have clues where things are going. Like maybe like in 4 or 5 years, most of the stuff you will be able to use inside Unreal. Like it's hard to see it now, but if you predict based on the things they have been updated recently and the things they put effort on, then it's just going to give you an idea of where things are going. Which makes me think the modeling tools may be the future for modeling for games or for any other kind of stuff. Still a long way to go because you will need to compete with ZBrush, Blender, 3ds Max. It's a lot of things going on. So far, the tools have been like, trying to remove the back and forth between different 3D softwares where you will need to, I need to change the pivot point, so I will need to go back to Blender or 3D Studio Max, change the pivot point, export the mesh, import the mesh into Unreal, check it. If it's not good enough, I will need to go back to the 3D app and do the same thing and repeat over and over and over. And iteration time is the time that you spend most on creating games. If you remove iteration time, basically you create games faster. Because all those things take time. So these tools have been mostly aimed for, solving things that are usually a headache to solve, but are not meant to replace entirely some modeling applications. But let's see. Let's check out all these things. First things first. The menu is quite different now. I must say it has gone a long way. It looks nice. It's more organized, I would say, because now the things are in the left, and then you have the options in the right. Let's see. Let's create a box. These haven't changed that much. You can just put it here. What is this? Maybe here you can change, like, here you can be like more precise, like if you want to put it on the origin. Where's the delta mode? Oh, okay. So this is kind of like a, yeah, like you will need to move things. And okay, if you want to be more precise, you can use this delta mode. If not, you can use work coordinates. It will just work just fine. Also, some things I noticed. Now you have the camera speed. It's different now. Before it used to be like either 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you can scale. Now we can just go to 10 and go super fast, and just go very slow. This is new. This is it's nice. I always used to struggle with this camera speed because it had like, you had like a top speed, and if that speed is not what you wanted, you will need to click here and change the camera speed for something like, kind of like changing the, like in the cars, I don't know what's the name for that thing where you go from change from 4 to 5, from 5 to 6, and each different stage of the car has like different speed. Same for the camera speed now. Looks nice to me. What else do you have? I try to keep grid. Maybe they put something different. Keep grid. Oh, E is having change back. Back. Okay. Forward. Q. Okay. Reset grid from actor. Interesting. Okay, so you have some shortcuts here. I don't know since when they put it. C to start complete corner mode. Corner mode. Okay. Okay. So now. Interesting. So now you will apply all the changes depending on which one you're choosing, which I think it's better. It's easier to use. That's not bad. Yeah, this is a plugin in Unreal, but actually it's automatically enabled in all the versions now. It's part of the core, let's just say. It's very useful. That's why it's not optional now. Okay, Control E to decrease or increase the size. C to flip the selection. Okay, not bad. What is this? What did I just did? Eh? Is this a crash? It's not a crash. Oh my god. Oh, that's interesting. Let's try again. Let's try again this one. Corner mode. And then you can shift and middle clicks to quick pause stick. Reposition, I guess. And then, okay, so you will get the ones you click on, so you can kind of move them around. That's interesting. Okay. Not bad. Accept. And let's see if it merges everything. It does. That's a good job for merging the measures. I'm not sure in which cases I will use this. Let's check this one. Okay, this one hasn't changed. True path. Interactive. Okay, this is interesting. Okay. Now you can have curves here. Very interesting. and then you can choose how do you choose them? That's interesting. Okay. Okay, so that's new. Definitely new. I want to play with that in the future. And what if you don't put interactive, you just put fixed corner radius, like 1. Like it will always be like that, right? And then the third click, it's the corner, and then, oh no, okay. Okay. Just put interactive. Let's see how it works with this angle. Works okay. A little bit hard to control. So if you go to the right, I'm not exactly sure this interactive button, like where the area of influence it's affecting. Like I go here, I can clearly see it's affecting this area. If I go here, it will affect the other top area. Okay. Go to this one. So I think we have a new draw mode. We didn't used to have the ring, I think. Self intersections. See how it does with this. That looks okay to me. Okay. Up to vertex. And actually snap to vertex here. Can you snap to this vertex? Or you can. Nice. Hello. Can you use modeling tools for concept art? I would say yes, but for concept art, like the more you spend on 3D, the less you will spend on 2D. And the more you spend on 2D, the less you will spend on 3D. I don't think you can do very complex modeling operations right now because, well, let's see. That's why this is the streaming is for. But basically, concept art usually requires complex shapes to make things interesting, and this tool may not be the best for it. But let's see, we haven't got to the modeling part. Who knows? But you can definitely do it. And besides, you're already in Unreal, so you have the lining and a lot of things which you don't have in Blender right out of the box, which is nice. This is revolve bad. I already forgot. Oh, of course. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it. Revolve path. Like you can get a shape like this. And then you will get kind of like the profile for this. It's very abstract. Like it requires a lot of practice to do this and actually kind of predict what kind of 3D modeling shape you will have. It will do like a cylinder, and then you can just change the degrees, I guess. Yeah, change the degrees and change the offset and how many steps you want. Maybe you want like 80, so you have something like this, or maybe just want something very smooth. That will also be the case. You can flip the mesh, and then you can have like a interior for your sci-fi stuff. Thank you, thank you. Glad you like the content. Hope it's useful. It's game dev is hard. Okay, so let's just go to the draw spline. What is this? Oh my god. Okay, this is new. Let me know if this was in 5.2, but I didn't see it. Okay. Um, if this was in 5.2, let me know, but so far I think this is new. So if you put loop, we'll obviously close the loop. And okay, let's just try out. I think this is this spline actor. Okay. Uh, and I guess, okay, so I guess you can go to mesh splines, change the thickness here. Okay, nice, nice. Okay, not bad. Let's see the revolve spline. What is this? Oh my god. Okay, so as you can see, like this was my spline, so I just do that like that. Really stuff. Interesting. The funny thing is you cannot see the spline once you create it. I like the mesh spline. Like you can just go and like let's go here. You can create a path for like your game or something. And then you can just loop the spline. Now there may be a bug, that I cannot. I don't have work partition enabled here, so that shouldn't be the case. I should be able. There you go. Like you should be able to change these splines. But anyway, just go to modeling and just go to mesh splines, and there you have it. Like you have like the floor of your game. I can see a lot of cases where you can just use this for level design. You have a lot of control. Like instead of just modeling this thing or using the landscape, or this is a pretty complex shape to model. I mean, it's not super complex, but it's nice that you can just create paths like this. It's very nice. Okay. What is this? Triangulate splines? What did I do? Is this a crash? No. Okay. I thought we were about to crash. Spline actor. Triangulation. Okay. I can see what this is doing. Anyway, let's go for the juice. Transform. Convert to volume or dynamic mesh. It's very good if you want to make changes. You can use a dynamic mesh and then convert to a static mesh again. Find this too. Transfer. What exactly can you transfer? Transfer materials. Let's try this out. At the classic starter content. Yeah, I believe maybe Unreal will, like I said, like should be like, if you see how things are going, maybe in 5 years you will have Blender inside Unreal. I mean, you do not underestimate how much technology evolved. Like for example, you didn't really think that you will have nanite, right? Nobody saw it coming. So with the same logic, maybe you will have Blender inside Unreal. Transfer. Do you want to transfer? Transfer material, transfer collision. So I guess the source mesh is the first one we did. And the target mesh is this one. So let's transfer. Oh my god. Very strange. Like let's just change the collision here. Okay, let's try this one. Let's transfer collision. Okay, so what if you don't transfer collision? Yep. If you don't transfer collision, uh, you don't transfer materials, it will look the same, but so basically you're transferring geometry. Interesting. I'm thinking about like what kind of case you will need this. This is just a duplicate mesh. I cannot see it, honestly. Yeah, UVs should be in Unreal now. There's been some improvements, so like let's check. Okay, so accept. Let's go to vertex Xcode. Okay. Okay. So what is this? Oh, I'm sculpting the sky. I didn't notice. Very funny. Let's sculpt this one. Vertex sculpt. Okay. Oh, now we have symmetry. We do have symmetry. Enable symmetry. Nice. So we can just like that. Interesting. Interesting. So we can add it, or we can plane. Okay. Plane vertical. Oh my god. Uh, just twist that. Okay. Reserve UV flow. Show wireframe material mode to existing material. Okay. Oh, you have different materials now. That's nice. Transparent. Vertex color. Custom image. Oh, that's nice. Go for dynamic. This mesh has UV seams, which may limit remeshing. Okay, let's go to the remesh. Ooh. Discard attributes, so we lose the... Yeah, so now we lose the UVs. It makes sense, like if you want to sculpt, you don't need UVs. So now we can just... I find it funny that this menu here don't have like the same images as the normal sculpting tools, which is nice. I mean, it's weird. It's weird, definitely weird. Sharp. Boot. Smooth operator. Sculpt. Pretty much what you already know here. The good thing, if this is dynamic, topology should be okay. Yeah, it is. So let's try to close this hole. So if I continue sculpting, I will get newer and newer geometry. Eventually, they will combine. Do they combine? They don't combine. They don't combine. I will need to do a VDV volume for this. Yeah, it's Unreal 5.3. Yeah, I mean, I'm really hoping for Unreal to reach Maya, Blender, or 3ds Max uh, capabilities. I'm really hoping for that. So, like, to me, doing everything here, it's just amazing, right? So, but as you can see, you don't really have the, and you cannot compare this to ZBrush. But where it can work, for example, you can just go back here and dynamic sculpt, and maybe you want to move some stuff here. Oh, you need to remesh first. Let's remesh. Mesh, remesh, discard attributes, yes. And then let's just go to dynamic and wait. Did I use remesh? I did remesh. Yeah, this is what? Cannot build in engine. Oh, it's okay, it's let's do this one. So let's say you do this one, and then you can just remesh this stuff. And then you can just go to deform, dynamic sculpt, and oh, you can also preserve the UV flow if you want. Feedback faces, I will say false because I don't want to. Well, you can just move things around. Like a small little terrain here. And then you can just hold, or you can just flatten some areas like here, like this one. And then accept. Then you have something here. And you don't need to go back. It's nice. Create a box with go back to the form. Can you say my name? Kishtihi. I don't know how to say that, bro. How are the new features? Well, it has a nicer interface so far, and there are a few little things here and there, but nothing like it's completely different and you need to learn all over again. Go to model, because they said have the model tab and they have a lot of things here. Okay, like you can extrude, classic, move things, up with the bevel. You could put a bevel there. Okay. Okay. Uh, Polygroup edit, inset. And then you can just extrude negatively. Why if I extrude negatively I get this? Oh, there you go. Okay. Polygroup edit. Maybe insert edge loop. We could insert an edge loop here. And another one here. Oh, and then let's just shift click those and let's go here. Let's update to check what happens if we put straighten. Where is it? I think this one is new. Maybe because this is simplify groups, or maybe because this is different polygroups. So just create a polygroup here. I don't know if we can create in this section. We should, honestly. This is a generate extra corners. What? What is this? Add extra corners. Interesting. Triangle select. Just select. Right. Just this ones. Create polygroup. And then go here. And then straighten. That's very funny. Okay, so we have black. That's good to know. Let me check the settings here. And let me know how it goes with the lag. Okay. I'll change some settings. I'm changing some settings. Let me know how it goes. Bit rate. We can increase the bit rate a little bit. I guess our internet will allow us to have this. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, I believe you can put some keyboard shortcuts here. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, the wrap tool. It hasn't changed at all. Upper bound. You should put a lower bound. 10 degrees, 90. And then you can just maybe go here, extrude. I would like to say, right, selection normal. Okay. Here. And then you can maybe go to transform. Is that something like mirror? Maybe it was here. There you go, mirror. And put this stuff here. Right. Just remesh this stuff. It's very strange. Because internet should be fine. Let me check the stream health. It looks alright, so we can try changing it something higher. Like I said, it's a new setup because I just moved back to China, so internet here is not really normal. Like you need a lot of things to connect to YouTube and other stuff. Let's just do some small talk. Been using these tools for over 40 minutes. I believe there are some shortcuts here, like editor, reference, shortcut. Yeah, there you go. Some modeling tools, shortcuts, but not for all the options. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see how it deals with nanite. That we can try that. Hopefully it won't be able, it won't mess up with our upload speed. This should download pretty fast. Okay, it's not downloading pretty fast. I'm not going to download it. Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, I think keyboard shortcuts will be a big thing for this tool. Like lattice, these haven't changed so much. What if I put constraint? I can just put this. Okay, oh, that's nice. I don't know if they had this option before. Because I can just move things here without affecting what's in there. Nice. And what if I click here? Did I constrain this? I did constrain, so let's accept. Maybe we can do the lattice again, and now we can just make this one. What is this? It kind of reminds me of the telecom company in Peru. Movistar. Such a bad company. Surely one of the worst in the world. Like, first thing, they have monopoly. So what they can do is basically give you very low internet speed. They can charge way more, and there's nothing you can do about it because they have monopoly. And their logo looks like this, something like that. Wait, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, ugly stuff. This part needs to be a little bit roundy. Let's see if we can make it with this. I don't think we can. You have the points to. Actually, I think we can. Let's just constrain these points. Constrain these ones. And we can just. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we cannot. Actually, we can if we do like bigger. 10 by 10 by 10. Oh my god, this is terrible. And now you can start doing things. I don't recommend doing this. Oh, horrible. Ugly. Just like this company. Let's see, they form polygroups. Okay. Translate. Rotate. Okay. Let's see how it looks here. You form polygroups. Basically, you will move the whole polygroup. Makes sense. But what happens to linear? This is a little bit hard to use. I will be honest with you. This is very hard to use. Okay. Like, I need to choose an axis and then I move it. That's a little bit inconvenient. This thing, I don't think it has changed much. Yeah. Classic stuff. See what we can find here. Yeah, if these modeling tools had a like what is Blender now, then uh, I agree, it will be amazing. I think that's their plan. I mean, otherwise, why would you put this and put so much effort into this? There's there's really nothing stopping them from doing this. Really, really nothing is stopping them from just go and put all the features just there. Oh, sorry, I was muted. I was eating this sneakers, Chinese sneaker. I didn't want to make too much noise. Uh, let's see how the baking tools work, because last time I tried was like 2 years ago and they had some issues. So let's see how it works now. Let's go to remesh. Let's go to simplify. We don't need to remesh. But you could. Let's just go like very low, like 15%. Sorry, I haven't played with the MetaHuman animator yet. Not something I'm doing. Uh, most of my focus is on indie games and researching tools and doing the tutorials. So in my particular case of our indie game, we don't need that yet. So go very low, like 5%. Yeah, I haven't played with it. There are a lot of things that I'm playing with. Like right now, I will do more streamings in the future um, for researching stuff, because there are some new tools that are coming and I want to try out with you. We can try together just like now, because it may seems like in the tutorials I already know like what every tool does, and it may make you think that, oh, that's normal, like I just automatically knew it. But usually I go through this kind of phase where I just play with the tools and just break things to see how far we can take it. Let's simplify the mesh. But not that much. Maybe 20% of this should be good enough. Yeah, that's fine. Simplified tools here are pretty good. If you go to UE standard, I think it will take longer, but you will have a better result. And I'm still not sure if doing this kind of live streams in here on YouTube. YouTube is not really the best platform to use. Maybe I will put them on Twitch, and I will let you know in the community post or Discord whenever I go live. Because we can do like different things. I can either work on the indie game, or I can just I don't know, do a lot of things. Like right now, like you have the topic of just, oh, let's do modeling tools, and then if I want to change the topic, let's just try the, like right now someone asked for the MetaHuman animator, and it will be it will be nice if we can try it out. I'm not sure if I have the time, but I get it will be weird. You go to the live streams and then it's like, oh, modeling tools, and then, oh, what's this? Like, we're doing animation now. I thought we were doing like modeling tools. So kind of like that thing. Okay. Go to attributes and normals. Trace group ID. Let's just recompute the normals. It's very weird with the lining. Like right now, it's of course it works because as the UVs and everything, but let's just try to bake something with lower quality to see how it goes. Bake. So obviously you want to create this one, and then bake textures. What is this? Oh, target mesh. Bake the renders into new textures for a target mesh. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's go for tangent normal. We don't have any tangents. Target mesh, it's this one, which is right. Let's see. Tangents. Uh, Usually MIKKs, but Unreal use. Let's go back again. Okay. Weird stuff. And let's see if a bigger texture solves this. It shouldn't. Like that's at geometry level. That's what you have. Let's accept and let's bake. Let's bake the color because like texture. Source texture is not valid. Go for texture. Okay, source texture should be the one we have here. Hello there. If it doesn't look very well, just 124. Very low resolution stuff. Like you can tell we're not getting these normal maps. Or we actually do, but we don't. We only have the color. So just put the material here. Generate it. Create material. You can see the normals, but not that evident. And the lighting. Like obviously this is a very low resolution version of this. It's 19,000. Not very low to be honest, quite high. But it's cheap to render. Especially it's cheap uh, in texture memory. So Let's try some Unreal stuff. This time I eat this. I won't put them. I won't mute the microphone. I always forget to unmute, so. I was saying just UVs are quite nice. I mean the baking. Pretty accurate. So let's try the UVs. By the way, this is not Unity, this is Unreal. Okay. The moment of truth. UV editor. Select this. Let's pack this. Okay. And you move this. Split. Auto UV. Okay. Modify UV channels. So here you can add another UV channel. You can add some scenes, I guess. Yeah. You can unwrap this. This one hasn't changed much. This one is just the same option. Auto UV is also the same option. And transform UVs. You can just scale these things. And you can paint the polygroup so you can have like new island, I guess. Accept. And let's just go to the UV editor. Auto UV. Actually not auto UV, it's unwrap based on polygroups. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Overlay material was done by Guillermo. He's a VFX artist. He's always kind of like researching this kind of stuff for VFX and how how other games made their effect, what's the newest stuff. So I guess overlay materials, what's something uh, it's very nice to have in your game. I will say. If the UVs are messed up when you import to Unreal 5, uh, make sure like when you import something, you check like do not generate UVs, um, or check if you import to Blender if your UVs are right. Maybe you're exporting something wrong. Okay. Oh, that's better. Yeah, if the alpha is there. Panel filter. Oh, you're not painting the alpha. Let's see the alpha channel. Okay. Okay. You can also paint the alpha channel. Hard edges will basically remove the smoothness of this, I guess. Alpha 0. Yeah, hard edges will basically create this, which you don't want. You want something more soft. If you use Photoshop 3D, you can do UV in Unreal, will work great. I don't know what you mean. Photoshop has a 3D mode? I didn't know that. Hmm. Okay, I will say it haven't changed that much. It definitely looks nicer. You can add your favorites here. So I can just duplicate, accept, have a new mesh, or polygroup edit. extrude this out. Maybe, whatever. Like, it has some stuff. Create, I guess the biggest thing for me was the spline. Spline was very nice addition. Cube grid, I mostly don't use it because most of the level design, like, I don't need that kind of precision. At least in my case. I like the sculpting menu here. I wish we had a pie menu. Fake UVs looks a little rough. A lot of things for voxels are quite interesting. You're welcome. The card game tutorial wasn't from me. It was made by Ram, the programmer. He makes all the tutorials for the related to programming and this kind of stuff. So he's quite good with that. I don't know what kind of game you want him to make next time. It's a lot of work, so you need to choose wisely. You don't see many tutorials on creating games very often. Either the form offset. I don't think. Yeah, this is. It's like an inflate in ZBrush. Something like that. You're welcome. Mostly about discovering what's. There are some new things you could do here. Honestly, I don't. I thought I was gonna be see more changes because it's been 2 years since its release. Uh, I feel it's more stable, which is something good. I really feel it's just more stable, and that's important. I don't feel it has revolutionary features yet. Like not really revolutionary, but some like the modeling here it's a little bit hard to use. Uh, like if you want to create a very complex mesh, it will require you a lot of work. That's for sure. Um, I feel it saves time for a smaller task. Like just the fact that you don't need to go to another 3D program, that's great. That's amazing. Uh, really great stuff there. Um, but it's always been like this. New stuff. Let me take a look at the roadmap. Actually, we can take a look at the roadmap together. Mm, okay, some nanite. Lazy tangents. Nanite spline meshes. That's really important, actually. Before we didn't used to have it. It's experimental, so Lumen just got stronger. Okay. Where is our orthographic view? I don't think it's this one. Oh, it should be like the camera. Like perspective, orthographic. Why is like wireframe here? Maybe it's not this camera. Maybe it's the cine camera actor. And then let's go for orthographic. I don't think it has orthographic here. The crop thing new. I haven't used this one for a while. I haven't found it. So this one looks like baking. The textures is good because this kind of simulations are very expensive to render. Substrate. This one I want to try out. Maybe for our next stream. We can try out the substrate. I still don't see what's the big deal about this. Looks like gonna be the replacement of the legacy materials. Looks like, but I don't see how. Here. So hair really needed some changes. Like it was very heavy to render, and a lot of people have been using the Alembic files for the render of the hair strands. So this one is nice because rendering hair is very heavy. Uh, it's very hard to render. Not very friendly for games. Look at that. Monitor in comments. Okay. Okay, so you can change the performance of your balance, quality, native. But it's also here. Yeah, things look a little bit blurry. But now they don't. Interesting. This one is very important. Where is it? What is this? I never seen this. There you go. Render resource viewer. Let's go. Well, this by size. Obviously, this thing is very heavy. So what if we delete it? Oh, so this one is like just there. So this is only for the GPU stuff. Gross asset. Okay. Gross asset. So this one should be heavier, right? Not. Nanite is really. Nanite is really something. But if you organize this by size, there are a lot of things that come by default, which you cannot really control. Like out of the box, if you create like a new level, this is what you get, I guess. Even if you don't want something. If you're making a portfolio, can you use some assets from marketplace like trees, etc.? Uh, making your own assets, it's always a good skill to have. Like depends on what you want. You want to work for AAA studios. Um, Even though some studios, for example, like Ubisoft, when I used to work, they don't really want you to model the stuff. That's someone else's job. Uh, in the art test, you will have modeling stuff because you will require modeling to some extent. So if you can get all your stuff like made by your own, you will have a higher chance of getting hired. If you do use the assets used to create like environments, like it's also okay, but they will have that app like, hey, what if you need to model something and we need it? Maybe that will be a issue, right? So I will be inclined to say like better use your own assets for portfolio pieces. Depends on what you're showing off. Like if you're showing off lining stuff, then just don't bother modeling, right? Just use stuff you already have. Make some really nice lighting environments. If you want to showcase your environment art skills, if you use something like other assets, make sure it's not all of them. Like maybe all the trees, like I didn't make them. It's not really my stuff, but I did the architecture and the rocks and all this stuff. So it's doable. Again, if you're making like an indie game, just use the best tool you have. Let's try this one. Go. Let's add some lines here. I already put the real-time capture here. So now you have nanite, I guess. Let's see. Nanite can now be enabled in landscape actors. The nanite landscape does not improve landscape resolution, but it allows the user to leverage nanite runtime. So, where is nanite? Here you go. It's rebuilt. Oh my god. Okay. Well, it makes sense, right? You don't need much resolution here. What if you just go to landscape and just post some stuff? Okay, so the stuff is called like it stops being nanite, which makes sense. And then you can build the data. There you go. Now you have nanite. Oh, this update is really good. This one is good. The landscape needed a lot of things to change. They were a little bit outdated. Now this changed a lot of things. I think it's great. And you know the resolution changed based on the viewer distance. This is great. This is great stuff. I think performance-wise, landscapes will be better. Like, look at this. You don't need to render all the polygons anymore. This is great stuff. I love this update. Okay, so import landscapes. I don't know if I have a landscape here I use. Let me see. Let's just import. It will be clipped. Free sample. Not this one. Just delete this landscape. Can I delete this landscape? Anyway. World building. Level instance actor filters. Take a look at that. Let's go. Look at that UV editor when you select all of them. Who will think about it? That's new. Let's go to and you can also edit the selection in property matrix. That's also new. Create pack level actor. Okay. And now here, you should have like actor filters. Maybe it's not for instance static meshes. So if I go here to put a light here, and let's put a sphere. I don't see the option. Maybe you need to right click, edit. Interesting. This filter should be very important if you want to specify which things you want to load and which things you don't want to load. Okay. But this is very useful. Physical materials, basically, it's a way to simulate physics based on the material that you have in the object. It's not only visual, but let's just say you have grass and you have a physical material property that grass has certain friction. Then you have ice, and ice has different, physical material, and you simulate like a destruction there. The ice maybe like have like less friction, and things will like slide, like ice. And also the player will be able to slide more whenever physics are applied. So when you have a lot of these materials, you can find them easier. Landscape LOD groups. Let's see. Here, LOD override material. Okay. I think this we didn't have before, which is good. Not bad. Oh, this is a lot more procedural stuff. Okay. Oh, this is good. New animation retargeting. The big thing. I think it will be more user friendly. Should be, at least. Oh, okay. Let's try. Let's try. Let's do some sculpting here. And go to the landscape and build data. Oh, you mean after saving? Let's see. Well, so far I haven't crashed. I'm good. I'm pretty good. By the way, how's the stream like? Is it very slow? Oh, that's weird. I did freeze. Hmm. It's very, very, very strange. Look at this chat. Look at this Giga chat update. Painting weights in the editor. Add bonds, remove bonds, change orientation, mirror, skin weights. Look at Chase Cooper. What a chat, this guy. This is the update we didn't deserve, but we need. Very nice. I hate doing skin weights. If you can do it inside Unreal and you can have like real-time feedback, you will save a lot of time. I hope it's as good as I imagine. Still experimental, so there's not much we can do there. Yeah, who knows? Maybe we don't need Blender in the future. But I don't know. I will say we won't, but it won't happen anytime soon. It will take some time. Okay. New UI. Yeah. Oh, okay. You can have your own, create your own preset. That's cool. I think I didn't check that one. I checked the favorite tabs. Oh, this one looks important. Where is my meshes? There you go. Uh, Model. Hmm. So what is the element selection? I still haven't found it yet. Oh, yeah, we have a new mount for marketplace assets. Is this like it already happened? Check. Ah, ultimate ship pack. Okay. Why is so much noise in the image? Hard to see how the texture really looks like. Okay. I like this shot. Very nice. Pick up objects. Immersive template. Dynamically animate based on the height. Okay. You can put a hand IK or activate UE4. How is this different from the existing system? I mean, for IK stuff. Museum stuff. Whoa, what's happening here? Load again. Told you my internet sometimes fails me. Not bad. The thing is, we already have this kind of assets with quick, so just the statues are different. It's nice addition. Uh, this kind of stuff is pretty easy to make, but it's nice you can have it too. The ornaments. Interesting. I like the flags. Let me just change my download speed. Upload speed looks fine to me, but download speed is not. I don't like the quality of these assets. I don't like the quality of these assets. I just don't think the shading looks nice. This normal issue here. It looks pretty empty. Let's check the modular pieces. But hey, it's free, right? No complaints at all. Everyone is interesting. In color box. I take it. I take it. I still haven't find like which element selection. Okay, so specify the tool and we have ratings. Like I really don't see the difference. Sure. Anyway, but good stuff. The modeling tools. It's I see the improvement. I see the changes. I still can't quite model here complex stuff. Sadly, not yet. Without breaking my head, like how to model some complex stuff, like a mech, like a robot or something. But I mean, it's clear that these tools are not made for that yet. So I take it. It's still very useful. Like you stop going to any other 3D modeling application if you want to change something. Best stuff so far, update of the year, is this landscape procedure, nanite landscape tool. Absolute chat. Really great. And it's very easy to use. Very easy. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like this object, this update. I think one update that we could have that could change how landscapes are created inside Unreal, and you don't really need to go to other 3D software, is the simulation of erosion. I don't know if it have it yet. But looks like it does. 5.2, I guess. If that's so, I would love to play with this. See? Is this the same? Like, just... Yeah, this is the old erosion. We don't want that. It looks like they have something here. Yeah, this one. How old is it? It's just 1 year ago. You can just like use surface mesh. I think it's a it's a plugin. It's a plugin. That's very nice. Can simulate the erosion here. That's very nice. But I remember there was another one. Like you go to landmass. Nah. But this one is very interesting. Support components that can be attached to meshes to affect the landscape as the mesh is repositioned. So if I put like an object in the landscape and then I move the object, the landscape will move with it. That's very interesting. What's my specs? It's kind of old actually, almost 3 years old. Almost three years old computer, RTX 2070. I have 32 gigabytes of RAM and 1 terabyte of memory. That's it. It's pretty simple. I do okay, but whenever there's a like very big project with a lot of things, it doesn't go quite smooth. But for simple stuff, it's quite okay. I mean, you can check my FPS here. It's 50 something now, and I'm streaming, so it's a little bit slower. Okay. I need to go to do something else in a short time. So I leave you guys here. If you like this kind of streams, just let me know. We can just hang out and explore new things together. We can explore a lot of hidden stuff in the engine. It's quite fun, actually. It's quite fun to test the stuff and just play with the tools. I also have a gaming channel if you want to follow. It's this one. It's basically Age of Empires 4. I don't know if you're into that kind of genre, but uh, I've been into this game a lot. So we can connect there if you want to. No Unreal Engine, no nothing. Just pure strategy. Yeah, I want to try the landscape. This one here. Not this one. This landscape patch. I wanna try it. Maybe next time. Okay, so this is it. I'll see you guys on another stream, another time, another day. If there were some issues with the stream, I'm just gonna change some settings and see what works best, because now that I'm in China, the internet is a little bit different, so I will need to try out some stuff to see what's the best setting to have for this kind of stuff. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. And remember, if you want to learn Unreal, go to our quest page. It's quite nice. It has everything organized, like difficulty, like what you want to learn, like if you want foundation, like it's just starting out, you can start here, or if you want to learn blueprints, is here, or you want to create your first games, you already know a little bit of coding. If you want to challenge yourself, you can go to this one. You also have modeling, world building, where if you want to learn how to create environments, VFX and materials, animation, physics, game mechanics, some special part like we did with Kitbash 3D, like create the VFX, the playable ship, and open world, procedural content generation, and it's quite nice. Like you can just go here and basically you can either watch the YouTube video, or you can just go here. Tell you, my internet is a little bit slow now. It's a pity. You can grab all the videos here if you want to start this course in a specific, like if YouTube is not your thing, you can always go there. But of course, in YouTube you also have the timestamp, so it's up to you. Uh, it's something we were working on, and we're gonna continue to update it with more tutorials and more categories. Uh, in the future, there will be even more stuff like maybe concept art or things like that, where other people can come here and share with you the knowledge. And of course, everything is for free. So if you are lost and like want to learn how to create games, but you don't know where to start, and then you go into YouTube and basically you learn from here and there, but nothing really like a good learning path. This is a good start. What modeling tools I use? I've been a 3ds Max user for a lot of years. I haven't been modeling for a while. Like I make like my switch to Blender, but not quite fully transition into it because I haven't had the necessity to model lately. So most of the stuff I could just do it inside Unreal, because indie games, right? So I don't really need to model my own stuff for a while. Then when I need to model, I will go on to it. But for now, I'm just more focused on like creating the games itself, which is pretty cool. Okay, now I really have to go. So thank you. Uh, I'll see you in the next one. Okay.